the mines! We now have but one choice. We must face the long pitch black of Megadocry. Be on your guard. There are older and fouler things than scalpers in the deep places of the world. What's up, guys? Today we are going to be taking a dump. No, not that kind of dump. Not the kind of dump that you have on Thursday morning after Wing Wednesday. I know you had some habanero barbecue. Don't hide it from me. I can still see it on your cheeks. We're going to be having a news dump. So there's a few things to talk about that came up this week that just weren't really worthy of their own video. We're going to be talking about some price action, some pitch black news. A Riftbound restock is coming. A few things that I am keeping my eye on that I just wanted to share with you. Some more talk about the eBay situation. It gets juicy. Oh man, Ryan Cohen is making a D-bag of himself. It's hilarious. And then some things to watch over the weekend. So first of all, I guess we'll start with Pitch Black. It's starring Mega Darkrai. So the four art ones, the four art Pokemon that are going to be on the sleeve boosters. You got Mega Darkrai, which is, I don't know, he looks like, what is that? That's like a, and then I don't even know how to describe an object that looks like that. It kind of looks like a black hole. You know, Thursday morning after Wing Wednesday, there's going to be a lot of black holes around America. All right, sorry. I'm done. I promise. I promise. So you got Mega Darkrai, you got Mega Chandelure, you got Mega Zeraora, and you got Mega Excadrill as the art Pokemon. And, you know, that seems kind of good. Initial response from people in the community say, kind of tepid, like, yeah, this is probably going to be in like the Chaos Rising, better than Perfect Order. I mean, what isn't better than Perfect Order? Oh man, what a terrible set. You know it's bad when you can go pretty much anywhere and find it like easily. Like people are walking away from booster boxes at vending machines. So that's how you know. That's how you know. But it's going to be a tier above that. We're talking like C tier, B tier, you know. Darkrai is popular, but he's not that popular. You know, the last set that he kind of headlined that was a big part of on the ETB, that was Astral Radiance. And Astral Radiance was fine, but of the 2022 mainline sets, it was easily the worst. So that had like Brilliant Stars, Astral, Lost Origin, and Silver Tempest. So, I mean, come on, you got 3 juggernauts and then Astral, which just whatever. So it looks cool. It looks fine. It's not really going to move the needle very much. This is going to give the market a chance to continue salivating over Ascended Heroes and Prismatic Evolutions, which just, despite my hopes and dreams, those sets just keep going up and up and up. You know, there was a reprint of Prismatic ETBs, which kind of sank the market maybe 20-30% for about a week. And then the market just gobbled it up, and now we're right back up to like the 175s, 180s for Prismatic. It shows no sign of stopping. I really wish it would. I'm not going to buy any. Why is that? It's because I don't like money. No, it's not because of that. It's because I just don't want to support these types of shenanigans. It just feels bad. And if that's the wrong choice, then so be it. So be it. But that's just the way the market's going. We'll see how it goes into the summer. Pitch Black, cool name, mid-set. That's kind of the end of that story. In other news, I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday, but Obsidian Flames, ETBs, this is how I know we are living in a simulation. Somebody went on TCG Player and bought not 68, not 70, 69 Obsidian Flames ETBs, which fucking boosted the market up from high 200s to about 350 or so. And this made me upset because I had been dumping some Obsidian Flames ETBs onto the market, and now I'm stuck with some. Now, I pulled these from a sealed case, And they're basically not sellable because look at this. Look at that tear. It's really tough to see, but like big gash there. Got an identical one here from a sealed case. Look at that. So I just had to complain to somebody about that. You know, Dan the man doesn't give a shit, and my wife gives less of a shit. So I get to complain to you guys. But yeah, Obsidian ETBs on the rise. If you want to buy a damaged ETB, send me a line. I will give you a good price. I got a couple decent ones that I'm going to hang on to for long term. But these damaged ones, man, that's just tough. From a sealed case too. Pokemon does this shit all the time, and it is so frustrating. So that's the story with. I don't know if like did the promo pop or something like that happen. I'm a little unsure about what's happening there. So we have in other news. I saw on the distribution lists that Riftbound is getting another reprint restock. This would be the second major reprint restock that I've seen. I can't get any because I'm online only. You know, you got to have a brick and mortar for that, and it kind of sucks. But why I'm pointing it out to you guys is like I do like Riftbound as a potential, you know, fourth place TCG brand. So you got Pokemon, Magic, One Piece, and then you got a bunch of other card games vying for that fourth spot. I think Riftbound could be a good contender for it. It's got a couple things that I really like about it. One, the community. So you can check like the Riftbound Reddit, and it seems that there's a lot of good energy, a good supportive community, a good in-person community, a lot of activity. So that's kind of the emotional side of it. In more business terms, you know, we all care about the money, right? In the money, Riftbound has some of the most incredibly high singles on the entire card market. So the Riftbound base set, Riftbound Origin, has two singles over, I think it's $2,000, at least $1,500. And the rest of the set is so top heavy. I mean, these cards are so valuable. They are making Ascended Heroes look like that drunk girl at the party, you know, who's been served a bit too much. And it's like, oh, okay. You know, your underwear keeps popping out and you keep showing everyone your boobs. Go to bed. You're drunk, Ascended Heroes. We know the Pikachu is cute. Go to bed before you make a fool of yourself. Riftbound, the EV out of these, just an incredible amount of high-end potential. Now, in a market of rip and shippers and where everybody wants to chase that big thing, I don't see a scenario where Riftbound is going to be ignored by this. There are a lot of people that were waiting for the price to come down below 200, which it is. For the first time, so we're talking the first time it's been below 200 since October of last year. And what happened then? What happened after that? Well, over the next 6 months, it went right back up to 325. Right back up. Why? Well, because there's a lot of demand for the product. The singles are hot, more expensive than even Ascended Heroes, and there's just a lot of excitement for it. So when the demand reaches that type of, you know, ferocity, I don't think that this reprint is going to last very long. I don't think that you should miss this opportunity. If now, there's nothing wrong with just being into Pokemon. It just goes up and up and up. History proves this. I like to speculate on other TCGs too. That's why you'll see some One Piece here. That's why you see the Riftbound there. I think Riftbound could have what it takes. That doesn't mean I'm going to dump everything that I own to buy Riftbound base set. No, it means I'm going to do a respectable DCA into it. I'm going to gradually increase my position, and I'm, going to be patient. This is only a 6 to 7 month old TCG. That means we probably have another 15, 18 months of a potential print run. So it's definitely a long-term thing. But I want to bring that up because this could be the lowest price that you see on Riftbound for some time. Definitely worth knowing about. I have a couple buys, a couple other firm buys that I will be picking up today from my old friend Hank Hill's Wholesale Gaming. There is the Paldea Evolved Build and Battle set. So you got to buy all 10, so it's $500 for 10 Paldea Evolved Build and Battles. This is the last sold on TCG Player were about $68. The current market for it, only one guy is actually selling them right now, and he's selling them for like 90 something. So there's only one guy selling it on TCG Player. You can get it for $50 plus shipping. It's a pretty good buy if you like kind of that short-term arbitrage thing like I do. Now, again, Build and Battle. So if we were going to put this into like food terms, where would you put Build and Battles? So you got, first of all, let's lay out the hierarchy of foods. Okay, indulge me for just a moment. The hierarchy of foods is pizza, number one, pizza, tacos, wings, and then everybody else. So if a booster box is pizza and an ETB is tacos, then wings would be booster bundles, right? And then Build and Battle, what are we going to call it? What is the fourth best food? We'll say spaghetti. Spaghetti. Delicious, kind of sloppy, just like Build and Battles. You only get 4 packs. Nobody really wants them. But it does fit the need sometimes. There's a little special place in the market for Build and Battles, just like there's a little special place in my diet for spaghetti. Am I hungry? Dude, what is with all this food talk today? I didn't actually plan that, guys. But yeah, that's a pretty good deal. I would take a look at it. Also, on Hill's Wholesale Gaming, you got Dominaria United Draft boxes going for $125. This is noteworthy because Dominaria United has been up 55% over the last 6 months, meaning that with dwindling stock too. I think there was only like 27 left on the market on TCG Player. So those were going for about $160 as of today, which meaning if you can buy these right now for $125, that means after shipping and fees, you would already be up $5 to $10. I see that, and you know, I just kind of stare at it. I'm like, how does nobody else see that? It'd be like a first edition base box appeared in my bedroom, and I just stare at it like, does anyone else see this? Does anyone else see this deal? Yeah, I know it's fucking magic. Nobody cares, but like, dude, we can make money right now. No? Ascended Heroes is showing her boobs? All right, guys. Check out the Trikachu. But seriously, though, check it out. I know most of you guys are into Pokemon, and that's about it. But if you're into business, if you're into churning and burning, trying to generate a little bit of revenue for your business, take a look at that. Take a look at Paldea Evolved Build and Battle case. It's a very, very small market right now. You have a good opportunity to make a little bit of money there. Okay, now we finally come to it. My last video, I was very vocal about how I don't want GameStop to take over eBay. I don't want GameStop to be within 10 feet of eBay. I wish that eBay had a restraining order on GameStop. That's how creepy the GameStop is, because, you know, GameStop knows. GameStop knows that the trading card, they're buying eBay, but what they want is the trading card platform. They want the #1 website on all of the internet for old collectibles, old vintage things, old stuff like that. And that's where Pokemon thrives. That's where card games thrives. Comics, old toys, action figures, all this stuff. eBay. GameStop has understood that this is going to be a thriving business for years and years and years, and they want to get in on it. And not only that, they don't only want eBay, but they get TCG Player too, which would give them the top 2 branches of TCG resale. I don't want them to have that. I don't think eBay is going to give it up. You can watch the previous video. I have more thoughts on it. But eBay realizes, they're like, hey, look, Why would we sell this right now? We can see that the TCG thing is going crazy right now. We see the trajectory of the industry. We're going to sit around, we're going to hold it, and get the hell out of our office. They also, eBay did, they issued a 4-paragraph treatment on their reply to Mr. Ryan Cohen, also known as Bark Boy, also known as fake Elon Musk. Like, seriously, like, he is a big Elon Musk wannabe. I'm not going to read it all. The first 2 paragraphs are, okay, eBay circle jerk about how great it is and legal advisors. Paragraph 2, circle jerk with the board, blah, blah, blah. Now it gets good. Okay, this one I'll actually read you. With 135 million buyers across 190 markets, eBay operates a global scaled marketplace that requires disciplined execution, shade, deep domain expertise, more shade, and ongoing investment in innovation, turbo shade. Seriously, like, Mega Darkrai has just descended into the eBay boardroom to spread its shade all over GameStop. It gets better. Indeed, the eBay board and leadership team are executing a focused strategy to drive sustainable growth and long-term shareholder value. In other words, we own all the TCG market space and we're not gonna fucking give it to anybody. This strategy is delivering results. Yeah, because we're in a bull market. As demonstrated by the company's full year 2025 results and recent first quarter 2026 earnings. eBay continues to deliver value for the millions of buyers and sellers on its platform. Until the board has further carefully and thoroughly considered the proposal, the company does not intend to comment further at this time. So, we can distill all of those comments into a single thought. And I will quote my friend, Captain Barbosa from Pirates. We are disinclined to acquiesce to your request. Means get the fuck out. eBay has told GameStop to basically get the fuck out. And in turn, Ryan Cohen is like crashing out about this shit. Like he tried to sell a bunch of old GameStop stuff on eBay to fund eBay, and then eBay suspended his account. This is theater. eBay suspended Ryan Cohen, fake Elon, felon. We'll just leave that there. It's probably going to ruffle some people the wrong way. So fake Elon gets his eBay account pulled, and then he goes on Twitter and he starts whining about it. Meanwhile, Michael Burry of The Big Short, that's what The Big Short was about, he has sold all of his GameStop stock because he took it as a harbinger of just undisciplined investing from the company. Now, all the apes saw that and they go, well, what does Michael Burry know anyway? We didn't want him anyway. No, they're just coping with shit all the time. They don't. If you own GameStop stock, you should buy Pokemon instead. Seriously. And one last thing. We have Chaos Rising. Chaos Rising pre-release events are beginning this weekend. So keep your eye out for those. Keep your eye out for some price action on singles. A few weeks ago, it might have been a month now. Anyway, a month ago, I did a Chaos Rising video predicting the price of the booster box. I said about $220 to about $240, $250, and the Mega Greninja would be, unfortunately, like a $300. Well, I think it's going to be a $350 to $450 card, both for the SIR and for the gold one. So we'll keep an eye on that this weekend. We'll see if some of that comes to fruition. That's true and fruition merged into one. So keep an eye out for that, and we will see you next time. Go have some wings.